Hey, hey. I don't know how much before stream you guys heard, but as I said in the comments, I was editing before our stream, and I was really excited to finish it, so that'll be up on a different channel in a couple days, most likely. But, so for those of you who are watching the VOD before tomorrow, sorry.
Pretend you heard nothing.
I'll edit most of it out tomorrow at some point, but it's fine. I swear, I'm a professional! Real talk, I need to check, make sure my mic is actually unmuted now. Okay, we are. We're good, we're fine, I think.
We're great.
Everything's fine. And apologies for starting a little late, I was finishing up my lessons, and I literally just came from upstairs, so I was kind of rushing to get everything started, because I didn't have quite enough time to get everything done, because I wanted to get that edit done. Please. So we're doing part 4 today.
I think so, yeah.
Sounds right. And then tomorrow is the last of it for part 5. And then I'm done.
For a while.
For Twist for a little while, unless I decide to do one spontaneously, you know. This has been a really nice habit for me that I've actually been able to do, so like, you know.
It might still happen.
I'm gonna miss it, but also not, because like, it gives me more time to edit, and it gives me more time to do other stuff, you know? So. It's really windy, so
sorry if you can hear it.
Sorry if you can hear that. I don't know if my mic's picking it up. And secondly, if the stream just goes out randomly, probably because it knocked our internet out. Fingers crossed it won't do that, but you never know.
So we're warning you just in case.
So I might have to stop and restart, which happens sometimes, but
yeah.
But hopefully it won't. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't.
It hasn't had any issues yet today.
True, and it's been very windy all day. So.
Yesterday it was raining. So
wait, hold on. Actually, I just remembered. Let me get this on. Okay. My Do Not Disturb, I forgot to turn it on. It's not the same one I usually put on, but it's okay. Because it turns everything off anyway.
Gaming will turn it off, yeah.
Yeah, it turns everything off anyway. Because I use it for Project Sekai. Which I should really bring back streams for that, too. Maybe, we'll see.
But it might lag or crash.
Maybe, but I don't know. We'll just have to find out. Or we'll just have to figure it out. You know how it goes. Anyway, I am literally almost have enough to do another pull for Bill's birthday jacket. I won't be doing any today on stream because I don't have quite enough, because I didn't spend long enough grinding today. I literally spent 2.5 hours this morning working on it, so, you know. But it's okay, because I will hopefully get enough to do at least one pull tomorrow on stream. So, you know. And then hopefully I don't need the other 300, so I can start saving for Bunny Fest. But y'all know how it's gonna be. So, fingers crossed, everybody. Anyway, I've talked enough. Let's go. Archive. Event stories. What is Masquerade? That's part 1, part 2, part 3, part 3, and part 4. And again, if we're missing out on any battles and stuff, they will be linked in the description.
Did you fix that yesterday?
What?
Did you add them in yesterday?
Oh yeah, I added them in right after stream.
Okay. I was just making sure you did.
I'm gonna have to write them down again. Pens on the table. We'll let Train and the others handle things in the city. Let us head for the bell tower. Yuma, take good care of Grim and Professor Train, okay? You don't gotta ask, Yuma. I got this covered. From where we are, the south gate is the closest entrance to Nobelbell College. Head there first. Be careful, guys. Yuma, I'll see you again later. Malleus, we're coming up on the entrance now. Hold on. on. I'm crossing all of them out from yesterday. What in the world? Oh man, there are fire lotuses everywhere! The once tidy, stately campus is in shambles. I thought we'd head straight for the tower, but the flower infestation is worse than I'd imagined. This takes the floor's lava to a whole other level. It's all damaged tiles and no safe spots. Hey, you stole my joke! I said the same thing yesterday after they fell through the frickin' floor.
I don't remember you saying that.
They fell... Rolo pulled the thing and they went down into the floor. And I just went, oh my god, it's like the floor is lava. We're fine now since we're far enough away, but if we YOLO this, we'll get weaker with every step and eventually it'll be game over. Perhaps we should take 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 advice and employ some sort of tool to solve this dilemma? That's our Malleus. You waste no time putting feedback into practice. Your quick thinking never ceases to amaze me.
You know, I was wondering if we could fly those cleaning brooms propped up against the wall. But I guess the flowers would pick up on our magic and swarm us, huh?
Flight magic? To be honest, I'd prefer exploring any other option. Thank you. Us introverts avoid flight class like the plague. What do you mean, us? Don't assume I'm a slacker like you. I put in a great deal of effort, thank you very much. I mean, I'd say it's sadder if you still can't do something after putting in the work. Regardless, I think 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼's got the right idea, for once. Indeed, look at the fire lotus's supple vines. They're quick and contract freely. Yeah, love English. They're like whips, really. You would need to be a very skilled flyer to get through, otherwise they'd ensnare you at once. Yeah, I'm not sure I could evade that many flowers in the air.
Then what are we gonna do?
I could use my magic to wilt all the flowers in the area. I couldn't do it all the time with my remaining reserves, but we need a way forward right now. Malleus, wait! We need to be cautious and formulate a proper plan. This battle is essentially a chess game. Even if we lose a few pieces along the way, as long as one of us can ring the bell at the end, we win. And who would risk their king to take a pawn in the first few turns? Sorry, this whole chess analogy is going over my head.
I'm sorry about that, Deuce. Oops, sorry. I said that for no reason.
Can you recite without the that? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about Deuce. Hey, I'm with him on that. How about spelling it out for the rest of us?
Nice try with the board game club flex, 𝙎𝙊𝘾. Oh, shut up. Anyway, this is what 𝙎𝙊𝘾 was trying to say. We gotta choose which game pieces we move forward and which ones we sacrifice. Sacrifice? Wait, so you mean... Somebody's gotta be the bait while the rest of us move on and conserve our energy. But the person who acts as bait would definitely get injured. That's a sacrifice we gotta make if we want to meet the win condition. Ring the bell. In chess terms, it would be called a gambit. By giving up one of their valuable game pieces, the player creates a more advantageous situation on the board. I just simplified this for you, and now we're going back to chess? Must we truly make someone act as bait? In that case, Wait.
I don't know who just talked.
Me neither, so that's why I just went with it.
I have no idea who just talked. I'll be the bait. All of you run for the tower while I use flame magic to drive the fire lotuses away.
Huh? For real? Okay, thanks.
You accepted way too fast.
At least make a token protest. Why do you volunteer, Rosehearts? You never struck me as someone who would automatically step up to sacrifice themselves.
It's simple, really. It's a long way to the bell tower from here. The bait must be capable of dragging out the battle until someone else rings the bell. For that, one would need considerable magical proficiency and reserves. They say even the Queen of Hearts took the field in battle to punish a major rule breaker. I am the House Warden of Heartsfield. It's only natural that I would follow Her Majesty's example.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, someone suitably powerful must be the vanguard. Surely you must know which of us best fits the bill.
You knew it would be a formidable fight, yet you volunteered anyway? You must be very confident in your abilities. I guess if we're going by pure magic reserves, Riddle's the optimal choice. Go get him, Tiny Titan. You just made up that justification so you wouldn't have to be the bait, didn't you? No. I can't just march on while my boss is stepping up and taking one for the team. If my house warden's staying, then so am I.
Out of the question.
What? Why? I can at least add this bait.
Oh, really now? Deuce, do you think I don't know about your recent flight exam?
Look, what's this about his flight exam?
You started goofing off with Ace during the exam, which led to you both falling off your brooms. Thanks, blah, 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 blah. You had to take a remedial test, I'm told.
How do you know about that? And for the record, Ace started it.
Save your excuses. These brooms are different from the ones at school. They'll be hard enough to handle as it is. The last thing I need is an inexperienced, easily distracted flyer slowing me down. Your help isn't wanted.
Dude, way to slam a guy trying to help you. Guess that's why you're Mr. Zero EQ.
I expect you to do honor to 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 in a place more befitting your talents. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. I was wrong. Sorry for talking back. I'll make sure to make this right. I'm guessing it's a 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄 thing. Must be Riddle's idea of a pep talk. It certainly did the trick with Deuce. Yikes, 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄 must be a horror show. Goodness. Riddle, you can't just dictate the terms without any input from the rest of us. I applaud your spirit, but Noble Bell's main thoroughfare is quite wide. No matter how fast you fly, you won't be able to draw all the flowers. You can't be the only bait. We'll need one more sacrificial pawn here.
In that case, I'll stay with Riddle.
Apple!
Were you listening? I said I could handle this just fine by myself. Of course I was listening. You need someone who can use flight magic to get away from the fire lotuses, right? You may not know this, Riddle, but I've got a pretty good grades in flight class. And if we're talking about queens going into battle, the fair's queen did the same thing. 𝙤𝙀𝑟 won't be outdone. Isn't that right, Rook?
Indeed it is, Monsieur Pommet. Embracing one's aesthetic, no matter the occasion, truly embodies 𝙤𝙀𝑟's spirit of tenacity. None could possibly sway you from the strong, unyielding, beautiful choice you've made. And as Professor Train said, the righteous judge had faith in the kindly bell ringer. That's why the judge let him go. Likewise, I believe in you, Apple. I have every faith that you can protect the Roi des Roses. I trust you believe so as well.
Yes, sir. You can count on me.
So we've got Riddle, the queen with a heavy defense build, and Apple, the pawn with a mobility build. You know, that might make a pretty good team comp. I can agree with that, but nonetheless. Apple, are you certain about this? You'd better not come crying to us later.
Absolutely. This isn't a spur-of-the-moment thing. I've thought it through.
After spending the day with you, I find that hard to believe.
Apple's an up-and-comer in the Spell Drive Club, too. I know our club captain, Leona, would vouch for his flying skills. We'll let you take care of this, yeah? Yes, sir. I've got this, Reggie.
Very well. Riddle and Apple will handle things here. Then it's settled. Your job will be to lure away the flowers and buy us time until we make it down Main Street. Rosehearts, 𝙬𝙀𝘼𝑟, your sacrifice shall not be in vain. I'll make certain to put a stop to 𝙬𝙀𝑟's plot.
This sacrifice bit is not a given, you know.
You're taking the fall for Malleus' sake. What incredible resolve you must have. I'm awestruck.
We're not talking taking the fall or doing it for Malleus. From what I can see, the flowers are thinnest at the outer edges of the street. It'll be somewhat of a detour, but you'll be safer if you avoid the front passage where the statue is. We'll run up to the righteous judge statue and use our magic to get the flowers' attention. I'll signal once they start coming for us. That'll be your cue to start running. Make sure to be extra careful, okay?
You too, Apple. Take care of my house warden. Stay safe, you two, and let us meet again with the brightest of smiles on our faces. I'm gonna steal that two sign for
Huh?
I'm gonna steal that two sign for a thing.
Okay.
Like something like that.
Okay. Are you ready, Apple? All right. Ready when you are, Riddle. I won't let those plants lay a tendril on you. You bunch of lousy good-for-nothing flowers. I'm gonna rip you all leaf from leaf.
That was hard to read, God.
And there's a battle there, so that's 4. That's 4.
I'm doing it for the crumbs. We're reading them back and forth. Woo, we gotta breathe.
You can always take a breath.
Yeah. I know. I do make a difference by speaking differently when I talk with Riddle than I do Apple.
That's why I try to talk differently between everybody else. Like, I talk differently with Idia and Malleus. Like, Idia, I talk a lot softer, but with Malleus, my voice goes down a little.
I also talk differently when I'm reading Rolo, too.
Yeah.
I think you've noticed a little bit.
But yeah, I'm gonna steal that Deuce line for a prompt idea later. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna...
It has to do with appetite.
Yes.
Of course it does.
Yes, you dingus.
Pesky little varmints. Apple, swerve right. I'm not doing this because I'm not good at it. Sorry about that. Whew, that was a close one. Thanks, Riddle. You don't need to thank me for basic courtesy. Hey, Riddle. Okay. I think everyone's made it down the street now. I see. That's good to hear. You've been blasting flowers left and right at full power this whole time. Your broom speed's dropped too. I'm starting to worry you're running out of magic and stamina both. Even if I was, that's hardly a reason to back down. I must clear this area of many fire lotuses as possible. That's the job I signed up for. But you're barely staying on your broom.
Get him, Apple.
There's more of them, Riddle. Climb higher and get clear. Riddle? Oh no, a vine's got your leg. I'll get it off, just give me a moment. Stay back, Apple, they'll get you too. But they're dragging you! I've accepted my fate. How frustrating. I thought I could buy a little more time. Riddle! No, don't let go of your broom. Stay awake. It's no use. The flowers are swarming around him now. Apple, get out of here. Wow, they're focused on me. I'll protect at least one of us. Riddle, you wanted apple pick a minute.
You wait one apple pick a minute.
I read it wrong. Sorry about
What?
that. I probably was speaking fastly, so wait came out as want.
Huh?
What? You remember what Rook told me? I have every faith that you can protect ⴘ roses. You protect me. You got it all backward. I'm gonna protect you. Your eyes will close. Your breath will still.
Wait.
You can read it.
Wait, is that your signature spell?
Crimson slumber.
Or, in JP, say it.
Sleep a kiss.
Apple, what have you done? Night-night.
You did good, Riddle. Now rest up and leave these guys to me. My signature spell, Crimson Slumber, encases its target in a magical barrier. The person inside falls asleep and nothing outside the barrier could hurt him. So as long as I'm fine, Riddle will be too.
Sorry if you guys can hear me clicking the pen.
I can't blast a bunch of flowers in one go like Riddle can. But ain't nobody got more moxie than me.
Moxie!
I'll keep flying till that bell rings, and when I can't fly no more, I'll hoof it. He's so fun to read. Bring it on, you varmints! I'm the poison apple of the ⴑⴘ family. Catch me if you can! No battle this time.
I know, I'm just moving it.
I think I can have a break now. At least I hope so. It was fun reading it, but... Wow.
We made it down the main street thanks to Rosehearts and ⴑⴘ. Now to enter the main building and head for the bell tower. I hope Housewarden and Riddle and Apple are holding up okay. What's all this fretting? They both said they could handle it, so there's nothing to worry about.
Just relax. I'm sure they're both fine.
Kinda. One's gonna currently magic-induced sleep, but the other one is... They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, you're right. Dude, Ruggy, you lie as easily as you breathe. You've gotta know that they don't stand a chance out there.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't need to know that, does he?
Indeed he doesn't. Even should the flowers ensnare them, one of us will ring the bell before their magic is sapped completely. They were prepared to accept the risk when they volunteered. There's no need to cause undue concern. Right. That's one more reason we need to ring the bell as soon as we can. Precisely. Besides, their outlook isn't all doom and gloom. After all, Apple has quite a useful signature spell. Ah-ha-ha! See, there you go. Pat, pat. Definitely. If he's able to make good use of his barrier magic, they might get through this unscathed. It's fortunate Apple has a signature spell that works on plants. Not all of us do. In fact, most of ours only work on people. For example, I doubt a certain someone could get plants to sign a contract for a signature spell. Indeed, and I doubt another certain someone's spell would work, seeing as plants don't have eyes for him to look into.
You know, that's a good point. I've never tried my signature spell on plants before.
Mine lets me store up magic that's been used against me and send it back. That won't do much good against flowers with no magic. I guess signature spells have a lot of limitations in how you can use them, huh?
Well, yeah. And that's not even counting ones like mine that aren't good for fighting.
No, that's not true. Every signature spell can be used in combat. You just have to figure out its appropriate use. That said, we'll need to plan this carefully. Spells that take over someone's mind or controls their movements hinge on their target having a will in the first place. Are we sure those flowers don't have wills of their own? We've seen plenty of them take on a human-like form. Yeah, so I was curious about that and studied some of them. And they're just fire lotuses that wormed their way into some of the students' robes. Either there's lingering magic in the robes from the students who wore them before, or the robes themselves are imbued with magic, like our ceremonial robes. That's my take, at least. Then there's plants with no will or mind of their own. What would be an effective approach against them? Ah!
It's already got the idea. Don't worry about it.
Whoa, a bunch of fire lotuses just burst out of the building. Some fleeing students must have led them straight here. No one stop. Just keep going and shake them off. Okay, this is for 4.
I already know whose plan this was. It was Jamil and Rocky's plan. It was the best plan in the entire thing. It was amazing.
Okay, but Idia, you have no room to talk about signature spells, because literally yours doesn't even do anything except open the gate to the underworld.
You can only use it when in sticks. Literally.
Literally, it's useless! Look, Idia, I love you. I love you to death, seriously. But
Bruh.
he can only use the signature spell when he's at home in sticks.
So, like, what?
And it only opens the gate to the underworld.
Yeah.
So, like you were one to talk there, buddy. Hey, the fire lotuses are multiplying at ludicrous speed. Is everyone alright?
No, not in the least!
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄, Ruggy and Jamil have become quite separated from us. They're surrounded by flowers. We could go to their rescue, but it would take an inordinate amount of time to clear that many blooms. Fine, 𝙎𝙊𝘾. Forget about us and keep going. What?
Yeah, that's gotta be the play.
You can't expect us to leave you here. It'd be totally shameful if we just ditched our teammates.
This is no time to get hung up on worthless stuff like honor or team spirit. Or have you forgotten what Malia said? Our only goal is for someone to ring the bell. If you guys stop to help us, we all lose, guaranteed. So you gotta pick the play that has a chance of winning, even if it's slim.
Jamil, Ruggy, are you sure about this? Will you promise in front of everyone here that you won't hold this over our heads and demand recompense later? The whole city's being overrun and that's what you care about?
The man sticks to his brand, I guess.
Fine, whatever. I promise we expect nothing in return, and this was an optional choice that we made voluntarily. Are we good now? Get going, and don't even think about squandering our sacrifice. I respect your resolve. Jamil, I owe you for this. Ruggy, please stay safe. Okay, time to scram, people.
What? Well, they're gone. Sorry you guys got stuck with a middling mage like me, Jamil. My signature spell doesn't work on plants, and I don't have enough magic reserves to bake them for long.
Hey, you guys have basically the same signature spell.
They just work differently.
Yes.
He has to say the chant.
Yes. Ruggy can control people, but only, like, limbs.
He can only control their limbs.
And he has to control them himself. He can't, like...
He has to mimic the movement.
Yes. Jamil, all he has to do is has someone look in his eyes.
And mind control.
And he can mind control.
Which is probably very draining.
Yeah, I don't know how he didn't overblast sooner. But okay.
Bet you feel like you drew the short straw, huh?
Actually, no, I'm glad it's you and not someone else.
Are you just trying to be nice or put on a brave face?
I mean it. After all, you won't care what dirty tricks we pull, right?
Dirty tricks? What do you mean by... Oh! I get it. You're gonna take advantage of the chaos and swipe some valuables from the college.
No! We're drowning in fire lotuses and all you can think of is money? Good grief. Listen up. I have an idea. What was up with those flowers? Our doormates were dropping like flies. What if they never wake up again?
I know, man. I want to cry too, but we need to stay sharp right now.
Yes, I know that's a terrible fake cry. You can laugh about it. It's fine.
Those red flowers will attack us on sight. We need to stay hidden and find any survivors we can. Hello? Is anyone out there?
Hey! I hear someone. Hey! Over here! Thank goodness we found someone.
Yeah, seriously. I'm glad you're both okay. Oh, those are the Night Raven College students.
I'm glad you're all right. Looks like you got away from the flowers?
Huh?
Oh. Ah! A whole swarm of flowers! No, stay back!
Yeah, they're gonna scare us! Scare us?
Scanare. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. The flowers that were chasing us are now focused on you. It looks like we should form a united front against our common foe.
I guess now we're all in the same boat. And since we're such good friends, you won't mind helping us a little, right?
Boys! Oh, this is too powerful. Thank you for your cooperation, Snake Charmer.
Let's do this together. Laugh with me.
What in the world? My hands are moving on their own. I want to run, but my body's turning to fight. What's going on? Hey, a little help here? Hello? Can you hear me? Why are you staring like that?
Yes, Master. I will fight the flowers.
Wait, you're gonna fight now? But you wanted to run before! What dependable allies you are. Come, let's take these flowers out together.
Oh,
4, 6...
They're so sinister.
Wait, was that 4, 5 or 4, 6? I think it was 4, 6.
For 6?
For the battle. I think it's 4, 6. Only
Yes,
one thing to do.
Yeah, I believe so, because 5 was good and everything.
Yeah, and there wasn't a battle at the end of that one.
No.
To the bitter end.
That was sneaky, guys. I loved their plan now.
Boys!
They're performing a little evil, as usual. Fight evil with evil. It works sometimes.
Can't beat them. Join them.
Join them.
I'm running out of room to write these down on this paper. It's okay. I'll figure it out. The sheer volume of flowers is staggering, and their scent is positively suffocating. Oh no, the chandelier is going to fall from the flowers. Just wait! Everyone, get clear! Idiot, watch out! Damn, Deuce. Is everyone okay? Yes, barely. I have to hand it to you, 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘃, gentlemen. You certainly have lightning-fast reflexes. You dodged clear the chandelier with ease. Meanwhile, you walk barely? It literally grazed the tip of my nose. If Deuce hadn't yanked me back by the collar, I'd be 2D right now. The track club is no joke. You must have put all your points in agility. For the first time in my life, I actually respect a sports club. Wait. Deuce, you're not looking too hot. Think I twisted my ankle there. What? Oh dear, let me see. It doesn't look broken, but I can walk on it okay, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to sprint for a while. Chandelier fell, Deuce tackled Idiot to get him out of the way, and now his ankle is sprained. Deuces. Guys, can I ask a favor? Please, just leave me here and go. Deuce, no, you mustn't talk like that. Dude, do you realize how much of a guilt trip this is? You got injured saving me. I didn't even get a say in that. It's not your fault. It's on me for not falling properly. I'll buy you guys some time. Please, just get to the stairs. Deuce, I see that bull determined look in your eye. Do you have a plan to get through this? Nope! What? Then how can you be so confident? I can't work out tough problems or use complicated spells like you guys. But I want to do what my house warden said. Find a place where I can shine and show those flowers what for. I won't embarrass you guys by just letting them suck my magic dry. I'll fight to the bitter end. You truly have tunnel vision. Alright, Normally, I'd hold off on doing this, but since we're not on campus, I suppose it'll be okay. Deuce, would you mind lending me a bit of help? Oh boy. Contracts in session. Hey, not to be a reply guy, but I'm also sick of running, actually. Huh? 𴑎chamber, did you get hurt when the chandelier fell as well? No, it's not that. See, every time I watch a disaster movie, I think to myself, if all you're gonna do is run around in agony and go R.I.P. anyway, why get all worked up trying to escape when you can just kick back, chill, and go out peacefully? I'll stay behind. You guys can support Deuce and go on ahead. Oh la la, how hearted you are, 𝑴chamber. Whoa! You couldn't bring yourself to leave Deuce alone, could you? Oh, what a courageous offer. Edgebeef framed it like you were sick of running so he wouldn't feel guilty. I'm simply awestruck by your warmth. Huh? It's not... Idia, you're doing this for me. I told you it's not your fault. Please, don't worry about me. Dude, seriously. Were I to let you take off the spotlight, I would lose face as a fellow junior. Hence, I shall remain here with Monsieur Spade. Rook, I couldn't possibly let you do that. Speak not, Deuce, for this is my choice to make. You needn't feel guilty on my account. I only ask that you tell me. Yes, sir. Or rather, oui. Oui! I owe you big time for this, Rook. Let's give those fire lotuses a fight to remember. Of course, no crisis is daunting with a dependable ally at my side. What a beautiful and supremely modern display. So, Idia, you were saying? Never mind. There's no way I can cut in after a hot-blooded declaration like that. How did this even happen? Hey, how long are you going to keep Malleus waiting? We can't hold off the flowers much longer. We should move on. Okay, oh run, jeez. Deuce, remember that there's a difference between bravery and recklessness. Work with Rook to clear a path. Yes, sir, you guys be careful. Zool, make sure to slack that roller jerk real good for me. I believe in you guys. I know you'll ring that bell. Come, Deuce, it's time to open the curtain on our double act. Are you ready to tango? Huh? We're dancing now? Ah, pardon. That was my way of asking if you could stand. Ooh, I getcha. You bet I can. I can fight, too. Rook, now that everyone's gone, I just want to say, I'm really happy you stayed behind with me. This is one dangerous throwdown. I never thought anyone would offer to stand with me for it. I was simply inspired by the bravery that you, Apple, and Idia showed. If anyone is deserving of thanks, it's them, and yourself. Mercy. Now come, let us light up the stage together. Alright, let's rock!
Rook, you're so nice.
I'm just gonna write down the chapter numbers now because I'm running out of room.
Rook is so nice.
I know.
Sometimes.
Alright, let's rock!
That was cool.
Meanwhile, at Night Raven College. Look at how late it is. All that prep for the Halloween party took forever. Man, I wonder what the guys at the Floor City Social are up to right now.
Nothing fun.
They're probably sound asleep after a fun day of eting good food and fancy sightseeing like the head mage described. Nope! I could stand to go to bed myself. Oh, it must be nice! Meanwhile, look at us over here, putting up fun decorations all over school, stuffing our faces with candy, and then to top it all off, we get to party down and have a blast. Yup, same old Halloween. Sounds like you're having a good enough time. Well, sure, but vacations are cool in a whole different way, you know? I'm so jealous that Deuce and the other guys get to live it up in Floor City.
They're not.
We're really not living it up right now. Actually, though, a lot of them are close to death, but...
Anyways, they don't...
Ah!
The slap noise.
That's running on my forehead and getting in my eyes. You okay over there, Rook? I'm fine, thank you, Deuce. Your full-body tackle is a marvel to behold. Bravo! But these fire lotuses are quite formidable in large numbers. We're barely making a dent in them. Yeah, and I'm not sure I can keep dodging them much longer. I fear I too no longer possess the reserves to wither them. Would that we could move the students supplying them with nourishment. But there are so many of them and only 2 of us. Do not be afraid, Deuce. I'll protect you. And I shall go out with a beautiful bang. Deuce, why are you puffing out your cheeks like that? What? Just in this moment of dire peril. Are you doing the very thing the rest of us gave up on? Waiting? If my ankle's messed up and I can't run, then I'll destroy these flowers the only way I can. Deuce, no! You'll learn firsthand how stubborn these fire lotuses are. It's impossible to exterminate so many of them by hand. You'll hurt yourself for nods. So what if it's impossible? Even if I ruin my hands, I ain't giving up. I've got stamina for days. Let's just see who's the last one standing. If I'm going down, I'm taking all of you with me. Such intensity. Oh, how ashamed I am. I sputtered some pretty words before, but deep down I'd utterly resign myself to my fate. I shall struggle alongside you, Deuce. Let us dance the night away in this fire lotus garden. I don't know what kind of metaphor you're going for, but I think I get what you're saying. Let's do this, Rook. Hui.
Okay. Okay. So I may as well try. What a title. The childish quarrel.
Thanks to Rook and Deuce, we've made it safely to the second floor. We should be nearing the bell tower door. Keep a safe distance from the fire lotuses while we look for it. We wouldn't want them detecting our magic. This is straight out of a disaster movie. We're losing group members one by one. I'm so sick of running. Maybe I should have insisted on staying with Deuce and Rook. Even now you complain? You would mock Deuce and Rook's kindness after they spared you from their fate? Hey, not so loud. Don't tell me to be quiet, Silver. People who do nothing but complain really get my goat. No, 𝙎👏, he's right. Shut the fuck up. Why should I care if your goat's gotten or not? Literally all of my what? You think if you don't like something, it means you get to criticize it and that you're automatically right? What kind of diet makes an ego that bloated? If I could solve that mystery, I'd present a whole paper on it at a conference. Get it, media! Every word out of your mouth grates on my nerves. Is mockery the only thing you're capable of? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't think of a counter-argument, so you draw straight to violence? Yikes, the insomnia is one scary dorm. I should defo steer clear of you guys. What a childish quarrel. What part of we have to be cautious do you boys not understand? Fire lotuses don't react to noise, but the more we bicker, the more likely we are to miss the bell tower door or more flowers. Azul's right. Calm down, 𝙎👏. Indeed, one can hardly blame the weak for being beset with fear during such a dire emergency.
He looks so mad.
He looks so done with 𝙎👏. Yes, sir, if that's what my liege wishes. I'm not exactly beset with fear over here. Idia, just give it a rest. In fact, you need to give rest to the idea of giving it a rest. If you really want to collapse, do it somewhere useful. I'd prefer you nourish us in some way, not the flowers. Whatever, Azul, your stamina is as much of a dump stat as mine. It's not that I lack stamina. I simply have a harder time moving on my feet than humans. Ooh, it must be nice being a merman. It gives you the perfect excuse in times like these. Now you want to get catty with me? Careful, I give as good as I take. These two have such a fantastic dynamic.
Friendship.
Ah, friendship. Hey, you trolled me first, and I'm pretty sure I'd destroy you in a real debate. Guys! Can we quiet down, please? We're already on edge given the situation. Look at Malleus. He's been nothing but calm this whole time. I'm sure he's fully focused on moving forward. Oh, yes, on moving forward. And illustrating to Flam just how grave a mistake it was to issue me a false invitation. It's consumed my every thought. Really. Gracious, he's really not letting that go. He's way more peeved than the rest of us. Malleus is losing patience. We must take haste. Good idea. Yeah, the last thing I need is him taking it out on me. He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
No.
You guys are too buddy-buddy for that.
She's glaring at me.
Yeah, because it's past 5:30 and she hasn't given food yet.
It's so weird not seeing her bed.
I know, she lost the bell on her collar this morning. We're not sure where it went.
She looks so weird without it.
You're welcome to buy her a new collar.
I know.
Considering how close we are to the bell tower, one of these doors must be it. They all appear to be locked. Allow me, my liege. I shall break down a door and see what lies beyond. Okay, 𝙎👏.
Okay, he just kicked the door open.
Kicked out the door! Old school mysteries.
I don't even know how many chapters we have today.
Violet, baby, come here!
She doesn't want her.
Rude.
She wants her mat.
Yeah, she wants to sit on her mat.
Which is fine.
I love how she knew I bought that for her.
This is great.
It's great. Oh, here she comes. This does not appear to be the bell tower. I was expecting more fire lotuses, but no, there's an actual fireplace. There's also a large meeting table. The walls are lined with books and racks of red robes. I can read. I recognize them as what the students of this school wear. What are you doing, Azul? Perusing some documents. I thought they might provide some insights into what room this is. club expense reports, event programs, student council ledger. I believe we're in Nobleville College's student council room. Look at all this old stuff. They weren't kidding about being a historic college. Even the fireplace is an older, non-technomatic type. Wait. What is it, Shroud? There's something off about this fireplace. Look at the brick on the right. It's weirdly clean. No soot on it at all. You're right. That suggests someone's been touching it regularly. Perhaps. Uh-oh.
Secret door.
The brick slid aside and a book popped out! A hidden book in the fireplace? Someone's been reading too many old school mysteries. What manner of book is it? Perhaps a priceless grimoire one would prefer to keep concealed? Since it's hidden in their office, maybe it's the student council's true ledger, proving they've been cooking the books. This could be the perfect chance to get dirt on the school. I must see what's inside. You don't have to flip through it so eagerly. Yes, he does. You don't understand him. Day X of the month Y. Classes went well as usual. This is a reading in the library after school. It's not a ledger at all. It's a diary. The writer noted down what books they read here. Fleur City and the Bell of Solace, a history. Guide to the greatest magical artifacts. Illustrated encyclopedia of extinct flora. And what have we here? Growing plants with magic. Is that Rollo Flamme's diary? Oh, a hidden diary that's never allowed to see the light of day. I bet it's filled with dark, embarrassing secrets, and that he totally cringed if anybody knew him. Yo, now I'm hyped. I gotta read this, Lamau. I suppose it just contains material that would be damaging to him. It would behoove me to know it. Let's continue reading. Edia's gamer lingo coming out.
It's so funny. And Malleus understood every word of it somehow.
For real. Malleus, what's the matter? Now I see. This explains much.
They're not saying anything.
But we know what they mean.
It has his backstory in it, I'm pretty sure. Ah, the city's turned a marvelous shade of crimson. How cleansing it is. I've never felt so at peace before. Soon the fire lotuses will spread beyond the sea, take over all of twisted Wonderland. And magic will vanish from the world forever. Then no one will have to suffer. No one will have to endure what he did. I swear it, as my solemn do.
Solemn?
Solemn?
Solemn.
I don't know. That's how it slipped out. I don't know.
Well, because you're used to saying soulless like that. Pat.
Okay.
We finally reached the bell tower. Indeed, now we have but to make our way to the top floor. Idia's been pretty quiet for a while now. Ever since reading that diary, he ceased his grousing for some reason. It's a welcome change. No, I know why. And that just made my heart hurt. Yeah. All three of them read Rollo's diary. I wonder what affected him so much. What's the matter, Shroud? We finally reached Flamme's base of operations, yet you're still frowning. Is your heart not in it? If so, then step aside now before you slow the rest of us down. Idia, whatever your thoughts on the matter, you must know that Rollo is still our enemy. And yet, you still hesitate. Look, I'm not hesitating. I was just thinking, this will not stand. I'm invested now. I'll get to the top of this stupid low-tech bell tower even if I have to crawl on my hands and knees. Oh, now you're motivated. Did my words strike a chord within you? What kind of gibberish are you spouting? Sorry, I don't speak musclehead. And there are the fire lotuses, as expected. Of course, there's no way Rollo wouldn't install defenses to safeguard the bell. I imagine the inside of the tower got the largest power infusion when the bell rang, given how loudly it echoes in here. The fire lotuses are covering every square meter, and this place was all pillars and rafters to start with. It's red all the way up, with no room for even a single step. Like a giant red sign shouting, "Do not climb!" Getting past all of this will be a challenge. Malleus, allow us to handle this. What? 𝙎 and I will draw the flowers away. I could never face my father if he were to fall here. Remember, Lilia said you would be in good hands with us, so we shall protect you, whatever it takes. Silver, 𝙎, we won't be able to protect you all the way up. For that, I can only ask for your forgiveness. Even should this be the last time we ever see you, we could ask for no greater honor than to have contributed in some small way to your bright and shining future, my liege. What? Are we suddenly in a medieval drama or something? Must these 𝙎boys be so theatrical about everything? Malleus is clearly the strongest guy here. What do they even have to worry about? Azul, Idia, please take care of Malleus in our stead. Did you even hear what I said? Don't even think about slowing Malleus down. Silver, 𝙎, I won't speak over long. Instead, I'll say this. I have truly fine retainers. That's all. Malleus! Oh, how you humble me with your praise! I'll ensure it's justified and get results. Good. Now show me your resolve. Yes, sir! Can we roll the credits now? Shroud, Ashen Grotto, do not cast your gazes back. We must sally forth toward our ultimate destination, the Bell of Solace. The answer is no, apparently. Fine, whatever. Guess we're gonna be in a drama while going up this tower. Oh, get over it, Idia. I could have handled this alone, you know. I should say the same, Sebek. You could have gone with Malleus. Absurd. Absurd. There's no way you could have fought up as many fire lotuses by yourself. What about with you? Are you asleep, Tark? You hardly need to ask. What could possibly be a threat when the two of us are united? Nothing! That's what! Okay, that was 411? Yes.
Yes. I love how it's like...
We have 19 chapters today.
And how far are we?
12.
7 now, please.
Oh.
What?
What's wrong, Silver? Flagging already? Look who's talking. Your footwork's gotten slower. Don't push yourself now. Mind your own business and worry about yourself. These insolent plants dare to strike at Malleus, our proud and noble Fey Prince. It makes my blood boil. I can still see Malleus' face when he realized his invitation was just a trap. It's been haunting me this whole time. Rollo needs to learn just how much he hurt Malleus' feelings. Indeed, and for that we must triumph here. Silver, behind you! Yeah! Sebek, on your right! Ha! Every time we sever their vines, they just regrow. What stubborn plants. And there are so many of them. There's no end in sight. Hey, Silver, let's say we have a little competition to see who can destroy more flowers. A competition, if that's what it takes to get rid of them all, sure, but what is it? I was just worried about how I'd calm you down when you inevitably lost. Ha! Bold words! We'd better get started then. All set? Ready when you are. We draw our swords in service to the great Malleus. Number 13. 6 left.
Huh?
6 left.
You're getting shorter.
Yeah, for sure.
No.
And so, all that remains of our group is myself, Shroud, and Ashen Grotto. Are you out of breath merely from ascending the stairs? I left Silver and Sebek to handle the fire lotuses on the lower floors, believing they could overcome such adversity, but now I'm stuck with 2 people who are struggling to climb a few steps. Perhaps I've made an error. No, this was the optimal play. At this point, it's gotta be. Shroud, you look rather pale. Do you suffer from anemia? No, this is how I normally look. Sadly, we don't have the luxury of stopping to rest. Look outside.
It's gotten worse. By the looks of it.
The city's red with flowers. It's like a sea of fire. Indeed, and it's spreading by the second. By dawn, the fire lotuses will have moved beyond Floor City. Do you recall what Rollo said the first time we visited this tower? Magical flora thrives in Floor City because of the bell, but it would wilt anywhere else. Following that line of reasoning, if the fire lotuses spread beyond the city limits, they'd go and wilt! Okay, that'd be convenient for us, but probably not what would actually happen. The fire lotuses would just sap magic from mages outside town and keep propagating. They'd be all over Twisted Wonderland in no time flat. But the Ḽ ዄ magic doesn't reach beyond Floor City, which means the moment the fire lotuses make it out of the city, no amount of bell ringing could eliminate them all. Hence, time is of the essence. It is paramount that we ring the Ḽ ﷺ before the fire lotuses grow beyond the city. You must press onward, even if you have to grate your teeth so hard they break. Yeah, I know, I'm not stupid. And just to be clear, I'm pretty sure I could take on Rollo or whatever flower in a fight, as long as it doesn't involve stamina. Going over the tragic NRC students up Creek Zero Paddles news just now was enough of a break. I'm not going to slow you down, Malleus. Agreed. Much like you, and Idia to an extent, I suppose I am a house warden. While our backgrounds and skill sets differ, we stand as equals at Night Raven College. Yes, you have power far beyond anything we're capable of, but nonetheless, I have my pride as a fellow house warden, and I will not be looked down upon. Come on! I'm glad to see you're still as fast-talking as ever. I was ready to leave you both behind if you impeded my progress. Not even I could carry the two of you up these stairs. Yeah, running upstairs while hauling two people would require monster level stamina. After all, they're extremely narrow and have many pillars. I could barely get through myself. Were I to carry you both under my arms, we'd surely get stuck. That's your reason? There's fire lotuses here as well. We'd best dispose of them before they get out of hand. Come, Shroud, 𴐊𴆏, show me this house sword and this pride of which you speak. And 413, oh my god. I have a lot to put in the description. I'm gonna cry. Just kidding. It's not that hard.
You just clicked the same tab.
Did I? No, I didn't.
I thought you did. It just looked like you did.
Oh, come on! We're blowing them away, but they just keep multiplying. This is seriously starting to get on my nerves. The sheer concentration of them is making it hard to even breathe. Very well, I'll get rid of them. I'll unleash my magic as I did in the waterway and obliterate them en masse. Don't. If you unleash a magical burst that powerful, the whole tower will collapse, and then our whole plan will go up in smoke. Not to mention, the last thing I need is to be forced to pay reparations for damaging a historic building. Allow me to handle this. You? All we have to do is make it up the stairs, right? Both of you, get behind me. Dude, this is not the time to show off. We can't have you screwing this up. Just let Malleus do his thing. Shush! I'm trying to concentrate. Now! Double down. Whoa! You managed to blast just the flowers without damaging the walls or stairs. It looked like a raging fire being quelled in an instant. I never knew you could be so precise with your magic, 𴐊𴆏. I'm impressed. I may not match your magical might, and I certainly can't wipe out a whole city block of powers at once, but I'm fairly certain no one has more magical precision than me. We just need to dispatch the minimum amount of flowers, yes, then we can proceed efficiently without suffering heavy magic loss. You look downright giddy, dude. Why, your unpleasant grin is giving me the creeps. And who wouldn't be pleased to be recognized by a widely respected mage like Malleus? By all means, be proud, 𴐊𴆏. Those who do good work deserve commensurate reward. See, there you go. You're the man now, Oct. You just earned yourself a license to smug. That's enough of that. Let's just move on. After all that boasting, now you're acting modest? How curious you are. Guess you weren't expecting all that open praise, huh? Some guys just can't take a compliment. Hurry up, would you? Otherwise the fire lotuses will catch up. We've reached the halfway point by now, right? I believe so. We can only hope our path remains smooth. Guys, is it just me, or does it smell kind of sweet? That would be... Ugh! Knew it! Fire lotuses! They're climbing up the stairs below us. We've caught up then. Pick up the pace, you two. Dude, talk about ruthless. I can barely keep this pace. Nonetheless, we'll be in the same situation as before if they surround us. I'll bring up the rear and slow them down. You two keep climbing. For 14 or 15?
Did you already write down for 14?
13.
There wasn't one for 14, it's 15.
You sure? Let's double check. Yeah. I keep wiping out the flowers, but they're still gaining ground. I can't afford to expend much more energy. Perhaps the person in front could climb a little faster. Shroud, you're lagging. Run faster. Now push me from behind. He's powerful and royally ticked off. I'm so scared I can't look back. Believe me, the spirit is working, but the legs are soft and squishy. Oh, for Dia, when you make it up this flight of stairs, step off to the side. Off to the side? Is this good? Are we taking 5? Sweet. No, we're changing places. I'll take the front. Malleus, you stay in the middle, and Dia, you bring up the rear. Now it's your turn to deal with the oncoming flowers. Huh? Why me? You're handling them just fine. I heard you say you can't afford to expend more energy. But since you're so efficient, it can't be as bad as you claim, right? Sounds like you're holding out on us. So you're content to let me do all the heavy lifting? I suppose you were just going to turn to Malleus when you needed more backup. You won't sell anyone on the idea of you coasting by without lifting a finger. And even if you could, you wouldn't sell me on it. What would you be in the market for in this scenario? Perhaps some shady deal where he rakes it in by conning multiple distributors. Idia, have you done anything useful since we've been in this tower? Please try to contribute at least something. I was rather impressed by how 𝐴𝐿 dispatched the fire lotuses before. Now I'm eager to see how you handle them, Shroud. Please, don't be. Okay, fine. I'm not exactly suited to tanking and leading the party IRL anyway. I guess staying in the rear and handling all the gimmick mechanics is better. You just need me to slow down the flowers creeping up on us, right? Yes, and preferably without exhausting your reserves. Whatever, dude. You'd drop me in a heartbeat if I ran out of MP, and you know it. I'm not familiar with this MP, but if you cease to serve a purpose, then I'd have no choice but to leave you behind. Gracious, Malleus, not a shred of mercy. Someone as benevolent as I would take issue with that? Not in the least. I think it's wonderfully efficient. You guys are both Bush League, if you ask me. I'll show you real efficiency. Oh, do you have a plan in mind? I've got just the thing to stall them. Oh, you guys might want to cover your ears. Your ears? Don't say I didn't warn you. Well, there goes. Ha! Huh? What the hell? What's all that racket? Curious about the noise of fireworks, huh? Take a gander over there. There's something on the stairs. A blue cloth. Wait, is that a handkerchief? It's no mere handkerchief. I sense potent magic within it. Yep, it's a gag gift. They sell them all over Fleur City. I picked them up in town earlier today, and I've just been carrying them around. They've got a basic spell script that sets off magical fireworks. Since the fire lotuses react to the lich /SOʟ, it only makes sense the other magical lights would get their attention. They've stopped chasing us. Now they're throwing the handkerchief instead. This should buy us plenty of time. They must be imbued with quite a bit of power to draw that many flowers. Seems a little dangerous for a gag gift. Silver showed me the handkerchief he bought as a souvenir earlier today, actually. And that one only had faint traces of magic. It was practically a toy for infants. I'd say there's a drastic difference between that one and the handkerchief Shroud just used. Oh yeah, our group had some time earlier when we were taking a drink break, so I gave mine a few upgrades. Upgrades? Yep. Well, maybe not upgrades per se. It was just a few minor customizations using the most rudimentary magic analysis. I made a little tweak to the hanky script, and now it's got 100 times its original magic capacity. 100 times? I gotta wonder, do they expect buyers to be happy with just one sound and light pattern? It's like a straight-up insult to kids' intelligence. Kids' stories should be good enough to impress adults, otherwise the kids will drop them in a hot second. But these puppies right here, they'd bring out Silver's dad inner child. Easy. Whee! So you did it for him then? Nah, I wasn't gonna give any to Silver. Don't see why I should go out of my way to be nice. Why upgrade them at all if there's no purpose? Why? No reason. I just thought it'd be fun. Something to pass the time. I never imagined your arbitrary curiosity would come in so handy one day. And I hardly expected to see a children's toy used in such a manner. I never would have thought of that method myself. Absolutely fascinating. I commend you for your ingenuity, Shroud. I know, right? All these one-track mind athletic types have nothing on me. At the end of the day, the old noggin up here is what's gonna get you through. So, it is a certain noble personage who only sees things in terms of brute force magic appreciate the value of intellect? Indeed, it's impressive. Yet, it's strange. My desire to express my appreciation is plummeting. You ruined your own moment. Must you always be so catty? Oh, what's this? I'm not hearing any compliments. Where's the gratitude? You can celebrate on your own. Use another of your handkerchiefs, why don't you? With all these magical items at your disposal, you hardly need approbation from me. Now let's hurry before the fire lotuses refocus on us. And once this battle's done with, maybe I'll make another version with different effects and some music. Oh, Adia, you don't ever change.
Silly. The silly.
Don't ever change. I love him.
I mean, it worked.
Yes.
Even if it was
Even if he started bragging a little bit at the end.
Even if it was a little silly. It still worked.
He's a little silly.
Ah, I hear the fire lotuses rustling. Those wretched Night-Raven college majors are making their way up the tower, aren't they? Villains are always so stubborn. Such futility. Why resist at all? Why oppose it? It'd be so much easier to surrender to the fire lotuses. Those flowers are going to expunge the sin of magic altogether. Then no one will have to suffer as I have. We will all be freed from that cold, dark despair.
Suck it, Rollo. Well, this is a conundrum. I wasn't expecting the stairs to end before we reach the top. We should be getting very close. Yo, party leader, got some leadership for us or what? Why are you heckling me? We're in the same boat, you know? It seems 𝙬 wasn't joking when he said this place was so vast someone could live here. It felt like a straight path upward when we climbed the tower earlier today, but that must have been due to 𝙬's familiarity with the layout. Only an extremely agile person could live in a place so full of obstacles. I blocked the stairwell leading down with some crates to keep the fire lotuses out, but that's not going to hold them off for long. So be it. We'll have to break through the ceiling and proceed further. Again, any destruction of the structure would be unacceptable. Uh-oh. What's this? That's the gargoyle we saw on the top floor earlier. Why is it down here now? Could it be a different one that happens to be identical? No, I assure you this is the exact same gargoyle. See how the wings have a 10-degree difference in their angles? And the tasteful centimeter scratch on its head? It's unmistakable to me. Those are such trivial details, it's a little off-putting that you had them memorized. Wow, this must be what otaku look like from an outside perspective. Why give me such dubious looks? I find it stranger that neither of you notice these details. Look at how expressive it is. It's most distinctive. Such a fascinating piece. I could study it for ages. Wow, hardly anybody gives us that kind of respect. Talk about an ego boost! What's that? Azul, this is not the time to goof around in that falsetto voice. I would never do such a thing, and you know it. How about you stop goofing off? How about you stop goofing off instead? Huh? I didn't say anything. Then who was it? Malleus? No. Then was it... Jeez Louise, what stretch ain't gonna cut it without how stiff my back is? I've been sitting still for ages. What's a guy gotta do to get a back rub around here? Mine's as hard as a rock. The gargoyle talked? What's somebody gotta do to get a back rub around here? Mine's as hard as a rock. Horror. Sure I talk. I'm a gargoyle at Noble Bell College and Arcade Academy. I've been watching over the school in Floor City from the bell tower for eons now. Wait, so you're like the talking paintings at Arryaddne College. I knew I wasn't just seeing things when I saw the gargoyle move earlier today. There, you see? I was right and you were wrong. Uh-huh. Sure, whatever you say. Malleus, you okay there?
Intense staring.
What's the matter, Malleus? You've been staring at that gargoyle in silence. Considering your enthusiasm for them, I thought you'd be jumping for joy by now. Oh no, you've got it all wrong. From Malleus' perspective, the object of his hyperfixation just revealed a completely unexpected side of himself. It's possible he's got reality whiplash and he's all like, the gargoyles I left don't move, this isn't accurate, so my head got it. So people will just deny reality if it doesn't match some ideal they've conjured up in their minds? That's absurd. Say it louder for the people in the back, jeez! At Genshin community. Sorry, I had to. His silence gives me an ominous feeling of deja vu. Is he going to let out another angry burst of magic? Hey, that's a nice set of horns. I got them too. See? We should hang out. Come on, let's be pals. No! You're kind of reckless, fool. Nudges, Malleus 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼. Hello, can you hear me? Ow! Apologies. I was so awestruck it left me in a daze. I'm so happy he glitched out! He's even more overjoyed than I'd anticipated. This isn't our first meeting, but allow me to introduce myself. My name is Malleus 𝙎𝙾𝘾𝙄𝘼. I belong to the family that rules Briar Valley, and I am here in my capacity as a student of Arryaddne College. I am truly delighted you've chosen to converse with me. Might I shake your hand? Malleus, huh? Sure, put her there, pal! Oof! The moment the gargoyle called him pal, Malleus clutched his chest at the pain exclamation. Yeah, that's a classic fanboy thing right there. He's so happy it physically hurts. Like, oof, ow, right in the feels. A superfan just got an impromptu meet and greet. WTG, Malleus. You're from Arryaddne College, so you don't even go to this school. What are you guys doing up here? Allow me to explain. We're almost to the last one.
Wow!
But it's okay. Boy, if that ain't a thing and a half. I mean, I knew there were fire lotuses swarming all over Floor City. Us gargoyles were sleeping near the bell when suddenly a bunch of red flowers popped up and attacked. I was the only one to get away, so I came here to hide. But man, you're telling me Rolo's behind it all? Ah, now I see. The gargoyles possess magic as our talking portraits do, so of course the flowers would go after them. I didn't even know gargoyles slept. He dares to endanger priceless gargoyles capable of reasoning with us. Yet another strike again against Rolo Flamme. Man, oh man, Rolo. Why'd you have to go and pull such a boneheaded stunt? You're familiar with Flamme? Sure am. I've seen a lot of student council presidents in my day, and he's as diligent as they come. Rain, wind, snow, you name it, no matter the weather, he climbs his tall tower and polishes the ḽ SOʟʟᴜ to a shine. And that ain't all. When we got wet and started growing moss, he scrubbed it off for us. Now I envy him. The Rolo I know cared a lot for this tower and the ḽ SOʟʟᴜ both. But I don't think he was faking it. Which is why I just don't get it. Regardless of his reasons, his actions are inexcusable. We are here to ring the Bell of Solace, eradicate the fire lotuses, and put a stop to 𝙀𝚻's plans. Gargoyle, you mentioned you fled here from the top floor. Then I trust there's some kind of passage around that goes there. I would greatly appreciate it if you could tell us how to reach the Bell of Solace from here. Yeah, okay. I'll let you guys in on a big secret. Oh, do tell. Word is that long ago the righteous judge and the bell ringers studied together in this very tower. There's a secret passage that was only known to those guys and the gargoyles, and we've passed down its location over the years. Here, I'll show you where it is. Are you sure you wish to part with such a storied and valuable secret unconditionally? Hey, I don't mind. The righteous judge and the bell ringer would have done the same thing in a heartbeat. Besides, you guys might stop and Rolo is probably the best thing for him right now. Now, come on, this way. Wowza! That's a lot of fire lotuses. I got through the barricade. If they suck up my magic, I'll just be a regular old stationary gargoyle. Help me out here, would ya? But of course, gargoyle, leave everything to me. There will be naught but specks of dust when I'm done with these flowers. Seriously, don't do that! Oh no, Malleus is fanboying too close to the sun. He could pop off at any moment. Let's get rid of these fire lotuses quickly, and more to the point, with minimal collateral damage before he blows up the whole bell tower. And for 18... I'm running out of robe.
Jeez.
Nah.
Yeah.
You guys are something else. You sent those flowers packing like nobody's business. Such a small gesture is hardly worthy of gratitude. At this point, we're less afraid of the flowers and more afraid of Malleus blowing up the tower. Well, here's your way up. Have a look at the ceiling. The ceiling? Ah, the wood grain is slightly misaligned. There's a hatch here. I wouldn't have even noticed if you hadn't pointed it out. Seems like a lot of effort for nothing, if you ask me. Why even hide the passage? Did they have a monster locked up top or something? I'll open the hatch, and you guys can use the crates to reach it. The top floor is right above here. Now, get hopping and... Yipes! Fire lotuses! Were they hiding behind the crates? Aw, crud, I'm getting dizzy. Magic's being drained. He's even gotten into his mouth. Ah, they're clicking so hard I can't get them off! Indeed, the roots are digging deep into the cracks of his stone body. I don't want to be a regular gargoyle. Hold on, I'll blast away every flower for you. Dude, are you seriously about to blast a gargoyle with your OP magic? If it's been at this school for ages, that means it's made of the same old rock as the bell tower. I need direct spell damage to blast it to bits. But it's getting worse. Guys, forget about me. Just go and ring the bell. Don't give up, gargoyle. Keep your wits about you. We're getting the fire lotuses off now. Just have patience. Nah, it's cool. Just stop, Rolo. I'm just a hunk of rock. But you guys are made of way stronger stuff. Take care of Rolo, okay? Sleepy. Gargoyle! Gargoyle, can you hear me? Gargoyle! He isn't budging. With his magic gone, he's reverted to an ordinary gargoyle. Since he runs on magic, losing even a little power was probably fatal for him. The gargoyle was worried about 𝙀𝚾 to the very last, even though 𝙀𝚾 is responsible for what's happened to him. Malleus, you gonna be okay? Look, about the gargoyle, if it stopped moving after the flowers stopped its magic, and I think the whole reason it could move at all was because it had regular exposure to the Bell of Solace. So, I know it sucks to just leave him here, but I know. All we can do now is move on and ring the Bell of Solace. That's what you're trying to say, yes? Yup. Wait for us, gargoyle. We shan't be long. We'll ring the bell and restore you and the rest of your brethren to normal. And to that end, I shall strike Rolo 𝙀𝚾 down myself. Dun dun dun. Was that the last? Yeah, it was the last one. And tomorrow we will finish this off. We got how many chapters tomorrow? 18. Oh gosh.
The stressful part.
And I don't even get to play the battle, guys.
And you don't get to see how cool it is. Unless you look at it.
Right, like I said, just like yesterday, I'll be leaving the links to the battles in the description as soon as the stream ends. And you guys can go check them out at your own time. They will be linked directly at the battle with the timestamp and everything in the description. And I'll be doing the same thing tomorrow as well. And but I will be playing the twist tune that is available because I can replay those. And I can't not replay that one. That one is iconic.
Yes.
Very iconic. Very special. I love it. But with that said, I'm gonna go. And I know I didn't, thought much to talk with you guys today, but you know, what can you do? We were trying to get through it, and I was really excited to get to the part of the story, and I'd like to have some time to grind out some more gems for tomorrow. I have 50 left to get to 300, and so then that'll give me one pull, well, 110 pull, which will get me to 90, and I'm going to try to save up 2 just to get to 100, just in case, because Vil wants to be a little brat. You know. I'm going to keep calling him that until he shows up. Maybe that's why he's not showing up. Either way, if I lose my guaranteed at 100, I'm going to cry. Wait. No, I don't think actually you do that. I don't think that actually happens. I think with the birthday ones, it's guaranteed. Either way. Yeah. At 100, it's a guaranteed featured banner. I knew he was going to take forever, because Vil's always hated me. Okay, like I said, I think it was last week I said this, but just last week I got his ceremonial robes SR, and I hadn't had it at all. And just a couple months ago, I got his labware, which I hadn't had, and for months I had only had his rare cards, until I bought his SSR dorm uniform. And so that's the only SSR I have of him, and I'd like to get his birthday jacket so I can have my 3 boys' birthday jackets, because the birthday jackets are my favorite birthday cards right now that are available on EN. Don't even get me started on the platinum jackets. Oh, the saving for next year is going to be so hard because of all the events and stuff. But I think after Bunny Fest, I'll save up for a bit, and hopefully Tamashina Mina will be nice to me. Or I think it's Tamashina Mina, my bad. That event. I'm gonna cry because I want that Leona card, but I need to save for the platinum jackets. Oh, and Stitch event. Oh, there's so many events I might want to do. I don't know. We'll see. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna go. Make sure you check the description for the battle links, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the final Twisted Wonderland stream for a while, I guess.